hindi niya gagawin. That's, and then if you you compound the issue by insulting people, no, hindi maganda talaga yun. No, I think, the ethics committee should be brought into that. Thank you.
Salamat, BBN. Roscas from UNTV. First and then Gab Lalu.
Sorry sir, idudugtong ko lang doon sa tanong niya sa issue po kay Congressman Gomez. What does it tell? Kasi as lawmakers, syempre kayo po yung nakakaalam ng batas. Dapat alam niyo po kung ano yung umiiral na batas. Pero si Congressman Gomez po, nilantad niya po yung personal information ng some of the reporters, media personnel, and even their personal contact number. So as part of the House leadership, meron po ba kayong blanket reminder sa mga kasama nyo dito sa media, sa Congress, especially na mainit po yung issue ngayon sa mga anomalya sa mga proyekto sa mga distrito?
Well, I'm very disappointed to hear these things, no? At malungkot na nangyayari yung mga ganyan. Legislators, congressmen, senators, we are elected into our positions by people that trust us, express their faith in what we say, express their faith in what we do and what we can do. So, our comportment and behavior in public is very important to reinforcing that faith and belief that they have in us. Hindi na pwede yung, wala akong pakialam sa mga nakatingin sa akin because as a public official, you are expected and held. You're expected to behave and held to a higher standard, no, than other people. So I think that dito sa House of Representatives, we need to do that. And being held to a higher standard does not just require magbarong Tagalog ka, no. I mean, dapat medyo maayos din yung pakikitungo mo sa lahat ng mga nasa paligid mo. We have to be, for us men, we have to be gentlemen, and ladies, of course, need to be ladylike because people count on us, they look at us, and we want to be good role models. We don't want to be examples of what their children should not become. No? So malungkot. I'm very sad that those things are happening.
Singit ko na lang din po, sorry, away from Congressman Gomez issue. Kasi kanina nabanggit nyo din po yung DBCC, na yung pong Development Budget Coordination Committee. Are you implying, sir, na dun pa lang sa level na yon sa pagbuo ng budget may problema na?
No. Actually, wala dun. I think the DBCC is a very effective body to bring together the different aspects of economic planning. No? So NEDA is there, Department of Finance to talk about the revenues, budget to talk about the expenditures. No? So as an institution, I think it has served its purpose extremely well. No? Because the Philippines is one of, in spite of everything, the challenges we face, it's one of the best run economies in the world, no? I mean, not just in Southeast Asia. So of that, we should be proud. But, then when it goes down to the implementation of things, into the agency operations, sometimes you will have dark holes, no? May mga lubak, malalim na lubak na kuminsan nandyan sa sistema. Yun ang dapat gamutin, no? Na we have to address those problems and find solutions.
Kasi po yung People's Budget Coalition, isang civil society organization, they're proposing to have a open budget transparency server na mula pa lang po sa umpisa ay i-open na po sa media at may access na rin yung civil service organizations dun po sa budget process na yun. Do you support that po?
In general, yes. And until I see the specifics, yes. My only reservation there is we should not be second-guessing the people who are in positions of responsibility. Halimbawa, a district engineer will come up with a set of proposed projects that he has discussed with barangay officials. We don't want people at that stage coming in to say, kalaban ng barangay captain, magre-reklamo siya, sasabihin niya, hindi dapat ganon. Yung isang kalaban ng district engineer, papasok siya, sabihin niya, mali yung specification. Dapat we bring it to a level where intelligent discussion is possible. No? Wag dun sa tirahan lang ng tirahan muna. We have to bring it to a point where there is something to discuss. Kasi kung proposal, kung anong idea pa lang naman yun, siguro not at that level, no? So, I agree, open up the budget process in all stages, no? But like kami, hindi naman kami kasali, except in my district, hindi kami kasali sa kung anong ideya na lang pumasok sa isip ng mga DPWH. I don't know anything about the regional plans until I attend the Regional Development Council. Mga ganon. But like, should they attend Regional Development Council? By all means. Because the Regional Development Council makes the plans that end up in the budgets. No? Should they attend the public bidding? Absolutely. No? Kung if you want to be a civil society watchdog, there are enough opportunities for them to impact the system. And I think, this might be a good time to encourage them to do just that. No? Thank you.
Thank you, Gab Lalu, from
Sir,
Inquirer.
Sir, yung tanong ko hindi naman tungkol sa flood control o kay Kong Richard. Sir, kasi noong Tuesday, I know you've heard about this, sir. Na-relieve si General Torre. And being a former Interior Secretary, do you think wala talagang, may basis pala yung pagkaka-relief niya on the grounds na nire-assign niya yung second in command sa PNP?
Okay, from what I know, being ex-Napolcom chairman, no? Okay. What happened there nung rinelieve niya si General Nartates from being deputy chief for administration, linagay siya ngayon sa Western Mindanao Area Police Command. Okay? That was in effect a demotion. Okay? It was a demotion in position. Not a demotion in rank, but a demotion in position. Ngayon, may mga batas at may policies ang Napolcom. You cannot demote people without due process. Tingin ko yan na naging problema dyan. Kasi so many people were demoted, removed from their position, etc. with no due process. What's the due process? Well, you have to go through a review board, no? You have to go to Napolcom and, state the reasons why you are demoting. Ngayon, kung promotion yon, not in rank in position, wala namang kailangan kunin sa Napolcom. If it is a decision that he makes in the exercise of his duties, bawa nabakante isang position, naglagay siya ng isang tao doon on an acting basis. Acting, basis. Without change in rank, there's nothing illegal about that. But if he has the rank, he has that position, you demote him to a position that does not, is not commensurate to the responsibility of it's a demotion. And that is a violation. No?
Sir, do you think yung relief ni General Torre tapos hindi naman siya magre-retire pa, ay 4-star general pa rin siya, would it create a leadership vacuum sa PNP? Or?
Hindi naman. Actually, this is not the first time this happens. No? Madalas naman yan eh. Anyway, a 4-star general will be set aside or asked to set aside, and then somebody else will assume the position, acting. Kung ikaw, nandun ka sa ranko, wala namang ginagawa, I don't know why you will persist in going there. You retire, you get your retirement pay and live happily ever after, no? Oh, but it's something that the Napolcom can resolve. And actually, ultimately, the President. No? Kasi, alam mo, that item is just an administrative item, no? I mean, in the law, of course, it provides for certain things there, no? But the important title is Chief PNP, not 4-star General, no? So, basta Chief PNP siya, nandun na siya, there's a question, some people are thinking, well, maybe you can make another item for 4-star General. Ako, why not? I mean, how many 3-star generals do you have? Di ba marami? O, 2-star general, di ba marami din? Is there a law that says there's only one 4-star general? I don't think so. And it's an administrative matter. I think the President can, unilaterally decide on the matter upon recommendation of the Polcom.
Thank you, Gab. We shall now invite Deputy Speaker Puno to give his closing statement before we end the press conference.
Sige. Well, again, thank you very much to all of you. Hindi ako madalas nagpapa-interview for many years, and just yes, my old friend is here. Alam niya that matagal na ako talagang hindi na andito sa harap ninyo. But I actually enjoy these discussions with you kasi you ask very very good questions, things that make us think. And I think that things that make the people think, which is important, these kinds of discussions are important so that we can, air a lot of issues that people might not think to discuss, but that have struck you as being important in the minds of our population. So, congratulations to all of you for being the effective and efficient and great media persons that you have. No? And thank you for the opportunity this afternoon. Salamat sa inyo lahat.